Oh, here we are again now, and it's like no time has passed. Gazing out upon the sunset as it sinks into the night. Many times it seemed as though a given day might be our last. Face to face with certain death, it's somehow coming out alright. I don't think that we have any cause to lament, but there's quite a lot of thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent, thrilling intent.
You quickly cross the land as the sun beats down on your backs. You're attempting to race that blazing orb as you approach your mansion, finding a back way into the tower. That's the immediate goal. And for this purpose, you've been granted steeds of most incredible power. First of all, from left to right, we have Marcus Valafi and Kier Fiore riding with a cardboard cutout upon the most beautiful horse in all of the land, Gallivant's Bagger. Immediately off to their right, lower down, but evened out due to Mercy's relative height herself, tears across the landscape at a surprising clip. I want to register how fast a donkey has to move to keep up with a bunch of horses. Because
this thing is a fucking dynamo.
Yeah, no, it is small, it is stubby, but man, it is strong. The most baddest ass in all of the land. Significant tungsten. And then finally, immediately to the right, the horse carrying the pair of alchemists forward towards the future has a deep and insightful look in its eyes. This is the smartest horse in the land, named by Harlock. Horse.
I'm not very creative.
That's fine. This horse, much like you two, shares the part of the brain that has to do with big maths and less creativity. I forget which side that is, or if that's even true, actually. And finally, speaking of brains, the final horse has a brain dedicated only towards one thing: hatred and the destruction of its enemies.
Also public property.
Yeah, also public property too. Not that there's much of that left to destroy anymore. Gregor and Enian ride this horse. You all make quick time across the landscape, headed back towards your home. An unexpected homecoming. Okay, so first things first. Mercy, you'll notice this as you're properly attuned to the nature of the tower. You feel that gonging sound ring out again. And as you go, you start to almost cogitate on the noise. And rather than letting it sort of tip over through your brain, you let it resound against your belly and your soul a little bit more, almost like how it was back in the heavens. And you start to understand, to some extent, what these words mean.
Oh.
You won't get the exact words themselves, you'll only get their intent, but you will understand the intent clearly. In this instance, the call of the bell is very clearly a mechanism to give orders. That's, simply put, every gonging of the bell, while it seemed similar for people on the outside, now that you're slowly picking up the subtleties of this, you're starting to understand that this was an order, an attack, a retreat. It was a way to communicate with all of the angels outside. And now you start to understand the orders, and you hear an attack order get given.
Oh, okay. Just so everyone knows, I can kind of understand the bell now, which is weird, because now that I'm severed, I figured I'd understand it less, but...
Wait, you just said you speak bell?
Wait, is the bell saying words?
Not exactly.
How does that work?
What's it telling you?
It's more like an intent. It's rather thrilling, honestly. But to be perfectly honest,
And he claps loudly. No one knows why.
But anyways, it's been giving the order to attack. I don't know what specifically. I'm really hoping not the town.
I'm really hoping to, but...
That's all very concerning, but would you mind teaching me how to say hello in Bell? Is it something
Bong.
like bong, or is it
No, too long, too long. That's a bad word. Not too long.
oh. Bong?
Yeah, no, that's like a very friendly hi.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I thought that Harlock just said fuck, but
No, that's bong.
I'm not hearing I'm normally pretty good with languages. But I'm not hearing the difference.
Well, it's an accent thing. Don't you worry. And besides, people might be getting killed, so that's a little more important right now. Gosh,
All right,
I wish I
okay.
could fully understand what the order is very specifically.
Even general information about this might be incredibly helpful, so try not to worry too much about that, and thank you for sharing this.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, keep an ear out in case it starts giving away secrets.
Or saying slurs.
We'll cancel it.
You're just like, wow, I wish I understood less.
Heavens.
Okay, let's kick these bad boys into high gear. Kier, take this comb and please just give Gallivance's pompadour a nice comb.
Kier begins to comb the horse's mane and correctly deduced this horse is powered by his own self-image.
Yeah,
drives himself
the
forward.
pompadour, it's also like an aerodynamics thing with
Oh yeah,
Gallivant's
of
back.
course, yeah. Your group crosses this area of the woodlands. Your horse is all whinnying and you all making various bell noises.
Yeah. I hop this log.
As you all forge your way through the woods, Mercy, you've been to and from this location a lot. You sort of crest a hill, and Harlock, there's a gleam across your glasses as you pick up what appears to be a similar glint off of alabaster flesh and golden wings. You travel into a clearing. Harlock, you're able to pretty much accurately predict that flying this low, almost scouting formation, genuinely, over the woods, there appear to be like a goose formation of angels headed in your direction. They will travel directly down this way. Harlock, you have a moment to more or less advise the group, and for every success on this check, you guys get one action. You got one success, so you can do one thing to circumvent this, ambush them, do whatever you're going to do. So, Harlock, take it away.
Oh, we've got a goose formation of angels flying by.
A goose formation? What does that mean? Are they migrating north?
They've got goose intelligence.
Well, that's not good. The goose is one of the most intelligent of the fowl.
The most dangerous.
The most malevolent.
The most malevolent, for sure.
How
how high are they flying in these trees?
They are clearing the tree line, but barely. It almost seems like they are trying to examine pretty close to the ground. Like, their goal isn't just flight. It's clear that they're searching for something. So they're close.
Everybody, I think they're looking for us specifically. We should probably not move.
Well, we should hide. We should get further in the undergrowth, right? The tree?
Yes, climb a tree.
No, I can't climb a tree because I'm on a horse, but what I can do is get more under and behind the tree, which you should do too.
Put your horse in the tree.
No, I can't do that. You put your horse in the tree.
Okay.
Everybody get
I
in the
don't know
tree.
if my big ass is going to get up there.
Note, tungsten is significant.
Author's note.
Jesus.
Asterisk.
Harlock, get back here, Harlock. Come on.
I'm coming.
Okay, thank you.
Don't leave my husband.
Thank you.
So as we all kind of huddle under and behind this cluster of trees, Marcus makes some complicated little whittly motions with his hands, and the shadows cast by the branches and the undergrowth deepen and lengthen, almost weaving together somewhat, and providing far more cover than we would have otherwise. To someone passing, it might just look as though the undergrowth was especially thick and especially a particular block to the sun.
Excellent. You managed to deepen the undergrowth, and It almost appears that a grove appears out of nowhere, one of those dark, forgotten places in the woods. And completely unaware, you hear the beating of wings slowly cross over top of you as this formation passes by. You leave yourselves in silence for a few moments and then decide it's maybe a good enough time to talk and move again. It seems like safety is assured for the moment. Inian, looks back at them, then looks back at you guys. Okay, so they're looking for someone.
Yeah, that's concerning.
Yeah, did the word get out? Can the bell speak our language? Did it hear our plans?
Who snitched?
It would have to have a really, really good pair of ears to catch our plans from all the way over there.
I feel like with the banter that we have, it probably tuned out at a point, so I don't know how much useful information it's truly gotten.
Tuned like a bell.
Oh, look at you! Can you tune a bell?
Sure, why not?
It's an instrument.
Right, but why? How?
Okay, we're getting distracted.
Wouldn't
I know.
require
I'm usually the
changing
first
the
person.
composition of the bell itself.
Exactly, that's what I'm
Babbling in
thinking.
the
All right.
background.
Luckily, the bell is absolutely not listening now. So
You just need to change the composition and the density of the bell's clapper. Easy.
Yeah, wait, the clapper, okay.
Yeah.
is it really called the clapper?
I didn't know that's what it was
Fuck yeah,
called.
it is. Is it not? Did I make that up?
Wow.
Now I'm doubting myself.
No, I think you're right. Also, we all learned something today. What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say that, they might just be being extra cautious, considering that they might be going for the coup de grace soon, so maybe they have patrols running around places like this to make sure that nobody like us tries to catch them with their proverbial pants down.
But we're just going to Mercy's place. They wouldn't
Oh,
know
right,
of our
yeah.
weird convoluted back alley's plan to teleport in.
Right. But even still, being around here is a little surprising. It's pretty far out.
On the plus side, maybe we know what their patrol route is now, roughly.
Or maybe they're looking for you specifically, Mercy. They might know that you've been cut off.
That's a
Oh,
thought.
wow, that would have made the sneaking in pretending I'd captured you really bad.
Yeah.
They would be here looking for something in particular.
Well,
So if there's no resource for it up here, then I feel like Mercy would be a safe bet.
yeah.
Well, I think we should continue on our way, but perhaps we should try and stick to cover as we do so.
Yes, I think that's wise. And also, when we do finally get to the home, I think it would be wise to survey the area very closely, just in case.
Yeah, we should actually hurry, because if they are looking for Mercy, they'd look for you at your home.
Oh boy. Okay. You ride, and as you do, your horses move forwards and Marcus carry you crest a hill. But the one who manages to pick oh right, of course, these over here.
Thank you. Thank you.
The one who manages to pick something up here is Harlock. As you come up to the top of the hill, you think you see something again, glinting off in the distance, and as you focus on it, you stop, you wait, and then you more feel it than you see it. It almost feels like the ground itself is shaking to some extent. And as you stare at that point in the distance, you see what appears to be a large and lashing tail kick up over the edge of the over the edge of the tree line. As everyone focuses in, Gregor, you're able to pinpoint this shape. This is one you've seen before. It appears that behemoth of an angel is headed roughly in the same direction you guys are.
Oh,
Yeah, I told you it was big.
that's not great.
Yeah, that's... Wow. I mean, it looks massive, and it must be... how far away is it right now? That's terrifying.
It's clearly gigantic. I have to ask a question. It appears to be headed towards our mansion. Nothing that we have in terms of defenses will be able to stop it. She, looks back over to Mercy with kind of it's weird. It is a desperate look, but not the same, Free always shines in the face of danger. Unreasonable odds, etc., there seems to be an almost manic spark behind his eyes. But in this moment, he seems genuinely concerned. This is the look of a man who's is that going to flatten our house?
Yeah, there's a very real possibility. It wouldn't surprise me in the time that I was tethered to, the first king, as it were, was probably able to decipher where specifically we lived and how much alchemical goods and research is there.
Freya opens and closes his mouth and is ah. Yes, or at the very least, the ASMR that defected would be able to say that I was working on something very important. He runs the bridge of his nose and is I hate this.
Okay, wow.
This is why betrayals are the worst.
So, I don't know what to do.
What can we possibly do about this?
We have to get there first.
Yeah.
Can we? That thing looks to be moving at quite a clip.
If you don't have the defenses, then we just have to use our offenses. If we fight that thing, we can stop it from crushing your house.
I don't know if we want to focus our resources on fighting this thing so far away from the tower.
And I'm not even sure if we would be able to make any sort of significant impact on it. I don't want to be a pessimist here, but that thing is just mammoth.
Yeah, no, it's far too big for us, and honestly, if we burnt our resources trying to handle it here, we would be just wiped for the tower.
Okay, well, what if we do try to beat it there? If we go in a straight line, more or less from our current position, at as close to top speed as we can manage, do you think we can get there before it does?
Oh.
And have time to do the teleportation, though.
Right, exactly.
How far are we
from Mercy's house?
Yeah.
Let's say 3-hour ride.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
We're not close.
It's not close. You need to push your horses, but you will still arrive there this morning. You'd hit there about noon, is the best way to put it. You'd arrive there around noontime.
If we go fast for 2 hours, and maybe I can Spider-Man my way with Faria to the building so I can go a little bit faster in that last hour without completely killing myself.
You think by going between trees, or?
Yes.
So, you all ride, and you sort of tuck down as you see the tail once again crest over the hill and slam down, sending a wave of trees up in the air. You all ride your asses off as you drive yourselves forward over this marshy land. And Marcus, as you reach this sort of bog, your finger snaps and you form a shadow bridge that everyone rides over one after the other.
We're going to want to avoid this marsh, otherwise Mercy's going to have a serious case of swamp ass.
Yeah, or all of our horses will break their legs and die.
Mine was funnier.
Well, I wasn't trying to be funny, Harlock. If I was trying to be funny, you would know it.
Harlock, you
But I really do. I appreciate the levity. Thank you.
Harlock, you begin to verbally abuse the horses, inspiring them to further action. Everyone's unsure of whether or not this is working, but it's everyone is a little too awkward to stop you.
Come on, Gregor's horse. I thought you were filled with hate, not full of piss.
It definitely feels angrier. I can hear its teeth grinding from here.
Pretty sure a horse can be full of two things.